coffee in Birregurra was most welcome.
Getting to Colac via the adventurous route, so I've just started recording now. At the end of the day, we're going to end up at Jellobrand and then into DANDO'S to camp. And it's just starting to rain again, so I'm glad I did put my waterproofs on when I had my cup of coffee. Got a hell of a westerly wind as well.
Oh, kangaroo.
And a kangaroo bounding along ahead of us on the right. Let's hope he stays over there. Come on, Skippy. Oh, you're supposed to stay where you are, not go down the middle of the road. Come on, Skip. Hey there. Which way you going?
Yeah.
Over in front of me?
Probably will.
That for your morning exercise. Come on, Skip. Get going. Stay
Oh, no,
there.
coming back. No, no, no. Oh, off we go. You didn't know where to go.
There's this morning's little thrill. Don't mind rabbits, but those things are a bit big to hit.
Just arriving in the town of Colac for a refuel and a bite to eat for lunch.
Climbing into the Otways, not that far from Jellobrand. It's been a bit wet here, as you can see.
Just arriving at Jellobrand, and we're going to check the local pub, the Jellobrand River Hotel, to see if they have any accommodation. Weather's starting to close in, so not sure whether we'll be camping or not. The old pub, a little bit of background's over 130 years old. Was established way back. The first licence, I think, was issued in 1836. I'm not too sure of that though. But it's a lovely old pub. Never stayed here before, so we're making some inquiries now. If the weather does turn, and it actually did, at the minute we turned the engine off, we ended up with 50k an hour winds from the west, and the rain was horizontal, and we thought, well, we're not going to go setting up a tent and so on down in the bush when it's like this. So we elected to stay for a couple of nights here and just do day trips out. It is a lovely, lovely old pub if you get a chance to come and see it. Jellobrand was named after Joseph Jellobrand, a lawyer and Australia's first Attorney General for Van Diemen's Land. Okay, now comes the dirty bit. This is the old narrow gauge rail line that travelled through this district and largely was responsible for opening up the area to settlement. The old line is no longer, but it's now a pretty popular bicycle track. We're going to run across that, and it's going to get dirty. Rains the previous night have contributed largely to the state the track is in. We've got a fair few uphills and downhills to do, so this is a little initiation for us to the muddy bits. A little camera confusion coming up from the co-producer and the producer. Have a laugh.
And I turned it on.
No, it's on.
Hey?
I turned it on.
When?
Just now.
You didn't touch it.
What?
Oh, I meant the GoPro.
Oh, no. I've got the other one on.
Sadly, I have to apologise. You don't get to see the old town of Beech Forest because it was so damn wet and cold, and we were hungry, and it just took precedence over everything else. My apologies, but next time. In spite of the conditions, it was a great ride. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Tested our skills out a little bit and got us used to slip sliding around a little bit on the Ural. It was a great run. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I think we both did. There's a few old relics coming up from the bygone days, and I don't just mean the ones that are sitting on the sidecar. There really is a lot to see up on this track, and the scenery is wonderful. The trees are beautiful, and so on. We decided to do the return trip on the black stuff on the bitumen. It was rather wet, so we had to take our time heading back. But then, having got back, we thought, oh bugger it, we'll go and have a look at DANDO'S. So this next section largely is the track into DANDO'S, which is about 17 kilometres in and something similar coming back out again. It's a lovely spot as well, as I'm sure you'll see. Music is called Angeline the Baker. Can't remember who did it. It's a nice piece. And as luck or good management might have it, Ruby only tried to steer us off once when I kind of lost my attention for a little while, and she nearly speared us off to the right into the bank. Can't remember exactly where it was, but it was along this track and it frightened the heck out of both of us. We're testing out the new HCS shock absorbers on here. I thought it might be interesting to see how much articulation they have. Very, very impressed with them, to be honest. So this is DANDO'S camping ground, campground. It's an old plantation. Not sure of the rest of its history, but no doubt there is some. I'll have to study that up. These things are huge fungi that were attached to a couple of those trees. The place has got lots of leeches because it's been so wet recently, and it's still a nice place to camp out, just not when it's so wet. As this is a weekday and we're heading into a long weekend, we thought we'd have a good look around before that weekend got here. There's only one other group camped here, but I reckon it's going to be packed out by the time Friday evening gets here. Okay. Jellobrand River. Gorgeous, gorgeous place.
We're in a camp presently called DANDO'S. This lovely little river runs right through it. Massive ferns here. And it's probably the wettest place in Victoria, or one of them anyway, so there's some reasonable fish in here, so I'm told. Trout and blackfish.
Well, now it's time to leave Dando's, Jellobrand River Hotel, little old Jellobrand, the township, lovely little place as well, and of course not to forget Beech Forest. We've had a cracking time, even despite the conditions, and it's been a real treat, a real joy. Cannot recommend this pub highly enough. Take the time, come up and have a visit. Bye, hope you enjoyed it.